That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, right? First one was a little pulley. That one I turned a little better, I think.
So, I mean, the stuff we were talking about last week was basically, you know, trying to get your shoulder tilt, right, to match what we're trying to do with the overall motion. So, you know, if we get the club in a little bit better position at the top, almost to like where it's, the feeling for you is going to be like slightly more laid off because you have more tilt, right?
So the club's gonna be deeper. or
Yeah,
feel deeper.
it'll just be, sometimes you can get it across the line a little at the top, right? Yeah, so,
Yes.
yeah, so when you don't have side bend and keep your tilt going, right? Sometimes it gets a little across the
Yes.
line,
Yes.
right? And then you're gonna kind of have this kind of reroute action, where if we can get it to feel like it's a little bit more laid off with your tilt, right? Then you can just kind of rotate out of the way, right?
Right.
Like you said, and we were talking about, before we got started, you were talking to me about the grip and stuff. The idea is to make it so you don't have to try to control the face with your hands. We control the face with our turn and stuff,
Gotcha.
right?
Yeah.
So if you feel like there's an issue going on with the grip, you know, so when we fit you for those, we did a mid-size grip. If you feel like there's an issue, we'll talk about kind of changing the grips on them, have you hitting with them and see if that changes, because I don't want you to feel like you can't control the face.
No, I love the way
You
it
know.
feels. I think what I start to feel like when I'm not turning properly, right, is that this motion where the club starts to get
Too hingy?
too hingy.
Yeah.
Then it, you know, if it's laid off and it's
Yeah, you get
right,
you get
then I'm
disassociated.
connected. But once I start going too much, then
Yeah.
I start creating this gap. Okay, well then to find it, you got to find it somehow on the way
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
and you can't always get it in the same spot.
Yeah, so, you know, ideally, if we could get you to where, you know, again, we're trying to keep this going on, where your left shoulder continues to move down. We don't want to get it back to where you're too rounded and too flat. That causes you to get the club kind of
vertical.
Yeah, right. You get it over
Yes.
and across the line.
Yes.
Right. Whereas if we can get you to where it works down, you maintain this side bend again, right? And then you kind of just take your arm and put it on your shoulder plane. And then the goal would be to actually reduce some of your hinge in your right hand.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
almost get you to where, again, this is on video, maybe we would have you so your left hand is somewhere closer to being neutral in line with your forearm, you know, not really bowed, not really cupped, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you get it going too flat and around, it gets a little too cupped at the
Cuppy,
top and that
yeah.
gets it across the line.
Okay.
All right, so
Now, one other question I have for
Yeah.
you is that I was saying I found that